Okay, welcome back everyone. I'm here in my About Trees site, and what I want to do is go to the administrator backend, and again that's just the name of your site slash administrator. And I'm going to upload some images to the media manager now. So I already have a bunch of images on my desktop here in a folder called tree images here. So these are the ones that I want to upload, okay? And okay. So you can see there's some sample data folders in here and some Joomla logos. You really don't need these. Anyway, um, I'm going to make a folder called tree underscore images. Okay, and create that folder. All right. And I'm going to click on that folder now, the tree images folder, and it's empty right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload all those images. I'm going to go down here to choose file, and I want to upload actually these 9 tree images right here. So I'm going to actually highlight that first one and hold down shift and select all of these and click open, and you can see right here it says 9 files. Alright, so just click start upload. Alright, now that all my images are loaded, I want to go back to my articles now because I can now place these in my articles. So I'm going to go to my article manager, content, article manager. And this is the page that I want to target. This is my featured article, that's why it's showing up on my home page. You can see over here it's actually marked with the blue star because I made this particular article a featured article. Okay, so let's see here. See right here, featured? Yes. So, again, I know we went over this last week. Anyway, notice that this is a heading 3 and that this is a paragraph. When I toggle the editor here, you can see that it's wrapped in the H3 tag and the paragraph tag. Now, you can actually, I'm going to highlight the word find, and I'm going to hit B for bold up here. Okay, and that's actually going to give me a strong tag. Yep. So see how it's wrapped that find in strong tag? Okay, and that emphasized the word find. I'm going to go ahead and do that with information, except for I'm going to do it just on the HTML side here. Okay, so I'm going to type strong and closing tag for strong. Okay, and toggle the editor, and now they're both strong, wrapped in strong tags, and so that particular text is emphasized. And of course you can do that again for italics. Okay, sure. Alright, so what I want to do right now is I'm going to add an image, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor right here, and I'm going to add an image. So down here, see the tab image? Okay. And here is a look inside the media manager, and here's that tree image folder that we just created. So I'm going to go inside of there, and here's all my images. Okay, and I'm going to put, let's see, this one on the front, I think. Yep, so I just highlighted it here by clicking on it, right? And then it shows up down here. And by the way, you can actually just use this URL and just put this inside of an image tag if you toggle the editor and work just on the HTML side. But you can also just hit insert, okay? And there's the image. And if we toggle the editor, you can see that it's actually wrapped it in an image source equals images. See, you've seen this before, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead right now and just hit save. And come back over here, and as soon as this loaded, I'm going to hit refresh. And there's the image on our front page. Okay, our website's still not looking so great, but we do have an image up here now. Okay, so what I want to do now is go to my About Trees article. And as you can see, I've got some content on here, and what I want to do is I want to create a link and insert another image, just to practice inserting another image. So I'm going to go to my article manager and to my About Trees article. Okay, so I have my heading 2 here and my heading 4 here, and now I'm going to toggle the editor for a minute. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and hit this HTML button here and open this HTML window. So I have, according to Wikipedia, wrapped in a heading 4. Okay, now you can actually get in here and just make this a link, just like we did when we were practicing HTML, where we just wrap this in an anchor tag, okay? But we're not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight the word Wikipedia, and then if you hover over these different tools, you'll get a tooltip. This one says insert or edit link, okay? So I'm going to just paste the URL in here for the tree wiki. And so you can actually put any web address that you want in here. If you're linking to any web page at all, if you're linking to a web page that is external to your Joomla site, meaning any other website out there, make sure you have the http://. You will usually get that when you copy your web address from the bar up here. Okay, but just make sure you have that. And I'm going to set the target to open in a new window. Okay, that way we stay on our site, or our site stays up, and then it just opens up into a new window. Okay, and the title, let's how about visit the I guess wiki. Okay, and insert that. And there we go. Notice how it highlighted blue right away to let you know it is a link. Now I'm going to put my cursor down below this first line here, first paragraph sentence that is, so you can tell right here. Remember, this is how you set your headings and your paragraphs, okay? And I'm going to insert an image. All right, so again, down here, image. And I'm going to go to my tree images folder. Okay. And I think I'm going to pick this tree. Alright, and again, here's the image URL, so you could actually just wrap that in an image tag, right? Just like we learned, the image with the source equals, right? And you could just throw this into the quotation marks. Anyway, I'm just going to hit insert. Okay, and there's our tree. And let's go ahead and see what we've done so far. I'm going to hit save. And when we go back over to our site here, I'm going to go ahead and refresh. And there we go. There's our tree in an article. And here's our link. Okay, so if I click on this, or actually if I hover over it, see how it says visit the wiki, just like I typed in the title. And if I click on that, it opens it in a new window. So our site stays up, but we've opened into the new window, which will take us to the Wikipedia all about trees, where I've gotten all my content for this website. Okay. So there we go. So what else can we do here? We can add a list. So let's go ahead and add a list just to practice formatting some text. So I'm going to go back into my article manager, into the article about trees, and I'm going to add a list right here below my short paragraph here below my image. I'm going to go ahead and add a list. Let's see. Here is a random list of trees. Okay, and let's just go ahead and make this a heading 4. Okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add a list. Now, how we made lists before, we remember we wrap them in the unordered list tag, or we wrap them in the ordered list tag, whoops, which would be that, okay? And then we had our list items within wrapped in tags, okay? And so this would create an ordered list right here, which would be a numbered list, okay? What I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to just take this list of trees right here, and I'm going to just paste it right into the editor. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to highlight them. And let's see, right here, if we hover over these, okay, remove or insert a bulleted list. A bulleted list would be the unordered list, or a numbered list, okay, which is our ordered list. So let's go ahead and make it a bulleted list. Okay, see that, how it just made bullet points right there? Okay, let's go ahead and save this, and then let's refresh our page here and see what that did. Okay, so there's our bulleted list right there, okay? And I'll go ahead and show you something. I'm going to use the Chrome Inspector, and you don't have to do this, you don't even have to follow along. We're going to get into this in a few weeks, but I just want to show you by right-clicking and then inspecting the element. you can see there's our list right there. There's our unordered list, and then there's our list, and then within that is going to be our list items, okay? And then the CSS for this particular template that we're using here naturally adds a little bit of styling to it. So that's what's going on there, okay? And that's why it looks the way it does and why it's spaced the way it is. All right, so that's how we add links, that's how we add images, that's how we add lists, and then of course I'm dividing up content here by different headings, okay? So that's a way to add a little bit of formatting right off the bat to your articles, okay? And yes, this website still looks really boring, okay? But don't worry, we're going to be adding different templates later, and we're going to be adding, different images. We're going to change everything. We're going to change how the menus work, and everyone's going to have really unique websites by the time we're done. Alright, so the next thing that I want to show you is how to clean up some of this stuff on here that we don't need. Now, we're going to be setting up, a lot of different types of pages on here. And some of you have already talked to me about wanting to have blogs. And so, whether or not the category is shown or when it's published or who wrote it, how many hits it's had, these print and email icons. What else do we have here? The navigation down here for the previous and next articles. If you have a blog, you might want that stuff on here, but since I just want a static page here, I don't want any of this stuff. And this is just generated by default, okay? That's just the settings on this template. So I'm going to change those right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my article manager, and instead of clicking on any of these articles, I'm going to go over here to these light switches right here that says options. And that's going to bring up a whole bunch of global options for articles. Okay, so these, notice how it says show title, right? Link titles. I'm going to turn off a bunch of this stuff, okay? Show intro text. Yes, let's see. What else do I want to shut off? Show author, I want to turn off. Link category. Show category. I don't want to show the category. Also, see how you can hover over each one of these, and that'll give you a tooltip, tell you what these do. Also, go ahead and just save them, right? Just make some changes and save them, and just remember what you did, and just keep checking your front again and refreshing. Show navigation. Those are those previous and next down below. I'm going to get rid of those. Show published date. We'll get rid of that. Let's see, what else? Show read more. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave those. I didn't do a read more yet, but once we get into blogging, you're going to want to use those a lot, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's see what else. Show icons. Hide those icons, the print icon, the email icon, the hits. Let's get rid of all that stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and save that right now. We'll go over here to our site again, and I'm going to refresh, and let's see what changes that made. Okay, see that? It got rid of that stuff. And yep, got rid of the navigation down below too. Alright. And yeah, little icons over here, gone. All my content is still here. It's just a little bit cleaner now. Just have a static page. I think that's a lot cleaner. I don't need to show everybody that I'm the one that published this particular article or whatever. If you got a lot of different contributors on a big blog or something, then yeah, for sure. But, just for these purposes, I think this is much cleaner. Okay, so what else can I show you? Okay, so what I want to do is make an image a link. So I'm going to go to my article manager and back to my About Trees article. And on my desktop here, I have my tree images folder. I also added a tiny tree image. It's just a little image I grabbed off Google, and 84 by 96 pixels, so it's just a really small image. And I just want to use it to demonstrate making an image a link, okay? And we'll go ahead and put it right here. So I'm going to come down here to image. And go inside my tree images folder. And what I want to do is I want to upload that little image. So I hit choose file, and there's my tiny tree, and I'm going to upload that. Okay, start upload. There it is. Now it's showing up. Okay, so now I'm just going to highlight that by clicking on it, and of course the URL shows up right down here. And again, you could just enter this into the HTML if you wanted to, and I'm going to hit insert. Okay, and it should pop up here. There it is. Okay. Now, what I want to do is highlight that image just by tapping on it, okay? And then go all the way up here to the top of my TinyMCE editor and hover over the link. Now this is exactly the same procedure as when we made the Wikipedia link here. And I'm just going to click on that. Okay, and what I'm going to type in here is the, again, the hypertext transfer protocol goes in first, the HTTP:// and let's just do www.google.com because it's the first one I thought of. And I'm going to set the target to open in a new window and click insert. Okay, and looks like nothing happened. But let's go ahead and click save, go over to our About Trees article and refresh. Okay, it's taking a second to load here. There's our tree, and here's our link, and yep, it's a link. See that? See how the cursor is right when you hover over it, it changes to the pointer? Okay, and if we click on it, it takes us to Google. Now, you can be pretty creative with making links like this. If you have the tools to do it, or if you can find, images that have transparency in the background, you can use transparent images such as PNGs. Okay, what else can you put here? GIFs and JPEG images, no problem. All the ones that I've uploaded to the Media Manager have all been JPEG images, as you can see from my folder right here. And I just grabbed all of these. You can grab these off of Flickr or wherever you want to, just to populate your site with. Or, of course, you are very much so encouraged to use your own images. Okay, so let's go ahead and recap here. So we have various headings, right? Our H2 headings, our H4 headings. We have our link here. We have an image that we have placed here, and then we have our unordered list, and then we have another image that we've placed here that we've made a link that takes us to Google. So that's, oh, and also we've cleaned up a lot of the stuff on this site by going to the article manager options, right? So I'm going to go ahead and close out of this because I've saved it. Go ahead and explore whenever you're on the different areas like category manager, article manager, menu manager, there's this options button over here. Go ahead and click on that and just explore all the different options that you have. And if you pay attention to what you're turning on and off, it's a great way to learn. Just turn a few things off and then go back to your site and refresh and see what changes were made. It's an awesome way to learn Joomla. Okay, so we still have a long way to go before this website looks, somewhat presentable. Right now it's still pretty boring. But I think that we've learned a number of things that you can apply and be pretty creative with and go pretty far with your websites already.